Any set? Only 1 week away. Always pretty exciting when there's going to be new cards in Hearthstone. I'm going to take a quick look at this here. See what we got going on with this these new cards that are going to be coming out. Looks like standard pricing, nothing's changed there. I was around Azeroth, scouting various locations, making dreams come true. So I guess this is a new legendary card from the mini set. My eyes immediately to the mana cost. Anytime I see like a big number on the cost of mana, it always makes me second guess whether or not it's going to be able to actually be played in Hearthstone. So non-mana really expensive, and it's also a battle cry, so you have to play it from your hand to be able to get this. Summon 3 minions from your deck that are from different expansions. So, I don't know, man. Right off the bat, as expensive as it is, and it's going to have like a deck building condition to really be able to maximize it, I think probably not playable, and if it is, it's going to be basically like a druid card. Because that's the only class that's going to be able to spend or get to non-mana. You know, the average Hearthstone game is like 7 or 8 turns, so you got to have ramp if you want to play a card like this. Also, I mean, you're going to have to get something really good, you know, off a card like this. It's going to have to be very powerful, almost maybe even game-ending. And in order to do that, you're going to have to build your deck the correct way. So, not too excited about this card, but it is a card. Oh, there's a little video here. Yeah, so I mean, you got a Hunter playing this. Mukla, Plush, and Rag. I mean, it is strong, but when are you ever going to see this kind of board in this kind of situation in an actual Hearthstone game? It just doesn't seem realistic to me. If you hit this, you're living the dream, but I doubt that's going to be consistent. New Zephyrus Legendary? Zephyrus just kind of scares me. It not really scares me, but the fact that Zephyrus was a really powerful card. I notice it says, though, choose a travel tour to get 2 potentially perfect cards. So if there's going to be a little bit of random as to whether or not your cards are actually good in the situation you're in, it's going to make things more interesting. But I would assume, just based on the name Zephyrus, that it's going to be a good card, unless they've had some big changes. Let's see what we got going on here. See, again, you're at 10 mana. 10 mana with an empty board, it's just not a realistic situation to try to showcase the power. Yeah. We'll have to see how the card works. I feel like it's probably going to be a good card, definitely going to be worth a little bit of experimentation to see what's going on. Battlecry, give a friendly minion lifesteal. And it's a Demon Warlock card. Not really all that excited about that either. I mean, I don't know of any Warlock deck that's actually going to want the lifesteal. Maybe like some kind of hand Warlock, control Warlock. But, you know, I think about like Painlock right now. You know, you don't want this. Like, you really want to ride your health total down pretty much as low as you possibly can. So, not sure that this is going to be spectacular either. Grab a brochure. Travel agency includes 3 two-sided brochure cards that swap each turn. They always start with the same side up. In this case, Ungoro brochure. So these are supposed to be the same card. Draw 2 minions and give them 2/2. And this is at a cost of 4 mana. That card looks absolutely unplayable. Draw 2 spells, they cost 1 less. Again, at 4 mana. That also feels unplayable. These look like they're neutral spells, though, which could be a little bit interesting. But 4 mana seems kind of steep for these effects. It's just so slow. I mean, if you do this on turn 4, it feels like you're just basically losing the game. Includes 2 more legendary tourist cards to be revealed soon. What new class combinations will they open up? So that's going to be interesting. The tourist cards have been, I think, you know, one of the better things to come out of this most recent expansion. So it'll be interesting to see what those are and what classes are going to have access to through that. And they got the artwork here. The artwork is always nice. You know, one of the things that I really enjoy about Hearthstone is how colorful it is. When you're playing the game, you know, it's very bright, colorful. The boards are nice. The art is nice. I think that's, for me, it's one of the plus sides of Hearthstone. And this is just really nice, interesting artwork with the portals there. So still a lot of cards that are going to be coming from that mini set, but I think one of the things that strikes me about the mini set is that a lot of times a mini set releases and it just doesn't impact the meta. Occasionally you'll get 1 or 2 good cards that can enable a deck that's really close, but for the most part, the mini set just doesn't really do all that much. But we'll see. It's only a week away. I mean, new cards are always kind of exciting, so we'll see what they do. Jump into a game here and work on getting back to Legend this season. I think I'm at... what do I need? I need 6 more wins. I can go on a 6-0 win streak if we get there.
Anhilda versus Malfurion
versus Druid.
Protect the wild.
Eternity draws nearer.
Definitely keeping the totem. I think I'm going to keep the Tortolin. For this deck, I would definitely also keep Chemical Spill and Town Crier. Yeah, this is really good. If I hit the Chemical Spill, then I'm going to be able to get out a really early Ziliax. I think the only thing that I really have to worry about is whether or not this is going to be like a Reno Druid. If it's Reno Druid, I don't want my Ziliax to get poofed before it dies at least once, so that I can bring it back. Yeah, there's the Chemical Spill, so I guess depending on how much my opponent is able to ramp, I'm probably... yeah, so I'll ramp, and then the following turn I can just play Chemical Spill and get the Ziliax out on the board. The Druid has ramp as well. Reno isn't that popular, though. So maybe that's, like, even a non-issue. If it's not Reno Druid, I feel like we just win. Or at least we're favored in the matchup.
Fill the skies with a cascade.
But this is a Reno Druid card, so I don't know that people play this in... I don't know if people play that in the non-Reno version. So hopefully our opponent doesn't have that the 6-mana ramp card. Because if they do, that's going to be bad news. Yeah, see, I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. So the Ziliax has already died once. I like it. And then I need to be a little bit careful to make sure that I don't overdraw here. But I want to draw into some of these testing dummies. I think I actually just Traveler and go ahead and equip the weapon.
Stop and smell the flowers.
We're going to leave the Divine Shield on the Ziliax here. The good thing that I like about this deck, it is kind of like a control deck, but you have a lot of damage to be able to kill your opponent with these testing dummies, like with these Death Rattles and the Wreck'em and Deck'em. It's nice being able to finish your opponent. That's unfortunate, man, that was created. But we do have the Ziliax back in our deck. See what I can find here. I got the Ziliax again. I'll be able to coin it out next turn. Unless I would rather point out the ham. I don't want to just do nothing here. Probably want to save the Garrosh's Gift for a brawl. I'm just gonna coin it out, and I'm gonna hold the weapon charge here rather than take the trade. It's a Yogg. That's a really good bite. And they have their own Ziliax. The game gets a lot tougher because they got the randomly created King Plush. Good old Hearthstone does it to me again.
Stop and smell the flowers.
And I think it plays into swipe. It's not that big a deal to get that minion on the board. Next turn, get the Ziliax down again. If they poof the Ziliax, it's at least already died once, so I'm not super worried about it. I might actually just have to brawl this board, especially if he gets the goes for the crown. Put a couple of extra big minions here.
Great harvest, eh, Paul?
Yes, Ma.
I can go... Yeah, that's only 3, so I can actually brawl and get this down. Seems like a pretty good turn. Put this down after the brawl. It just amazes me, every time I play Reno Druid, they always have ramp, they always have Ziliax, you know, they always have... they always have a lot of stuff. Do I want to go ahead and set this off? I kind of don't think so. We'll hold the weapon charge here as well.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. How long can you hold you? The virtue of the wise.
You're merely a pawn for the puppet master.
Man, he's able to just make another huge board. And if they have Reno, I'm just in a lot of trouble here. I've played like 200 or 300 games of Reno Druid, and I swear I feel like every time I play against it, my opponent always draws significantly better than I do. Because every time I play against it, always ramp, always impactful cards. Like, look at this, 21 cards in the deck, they shuffled a bunch of garbage legendaries. But they've had Ziliax, they've had ENR, they've had ramp. So I can trade here, and then Dr. Boom.
This is unsafe. They're alive.
And break the weapon. I really need to kill this, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to actually remove that guy. But I'll be able to set this off twice. What's the chance that it hits this 3 times? It's not very good, right? I think it's Worth a chance. No, it didn't work. That's unfortunate.
My hand is too full.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And that was another... This is another randomly created legendary that seemed like it worked out pretty well for our opponent here. I mean, they're full on cards, and they're pretty much full on health, so this is almost like worthless in the situation that they're in. Gonna need to hit some hydration stations here. Actually, is it even worth it to keep playing this particular game? I kind of don't think it is, because this is the type of game that it can easily turn into a 40-minute Hearthstone game, and you lose a game like that and you just feel like super, super sad. Unfortunately, I run into the one maniac that's playing. Reno Druid.
Renathal versus Valera.
Watch your back.
There is a simplicity in inevitability.
I think I'm actually keeping the Reno with the chemical spill in hand. This seems fine. I don't know, maybe that's not correct, but it's just so strong. I can get it out on turn 4. Hydration station in hand. Hopefully I can hit a new heights. Oh, this is... I was trying to think, what rogue deck are people playing now? It's just the random rogue. It's really kind of sad what's happened to the rogue class, in my opinion, man. I really hate that they just, like, generate random cards and then replay all these random cards. I'd like to be able to, I'd like to be able to do the evaluation of the person that's in charge of the rogue class. So your class design is to just play random cards. Now this is fine. We're going to coin out the chemical spill anyway. And we're going to kill this guy, so hopefully they just continue to... Yeah. They're putting all their resources into one big minion. So it's going to hurt this turn, but ultimately it's just going to be fine. Is this actually like Mech Rogue or something? I haven't seen this at all recently. They removed stealth, right? The stealth mini-bot. The Divine Shield is not good, but I don't have a choice. So I guess it doesn't actually die. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, because my Ziliax dies, and then I'll be able to send the second one in. So a little less healing, but the threat is off the board, and we're going to have Ziliax that's going to be ready to be rezzed when we need him. So that's good. The problem is actually getting to that point. Our opponent's, like, out of stuff to do. But we're also not in a great spot health-wise. The question is, I don't think I'm going to need the Brawl. I think I just need to, like, draw into something. So I'm going to shield block here. This will give us something to do next turn. It'll get us a cheap testing dummy. And then we have ways to be able to utilize it. Health not super low, so I think we're feeling okay with this particular game. Another hydration station. So I'm going to do this weapon, and I'm going to set up for the testing dummy next turn. We'll have testing dummy. I'll be able to clear the board with it, and then like a hydration station to get the Ziliax back, so should be more than fine here. Alright, now that's really unfortunate.
Twist this, tighten that, and bolt over
Because we're
there.
taking some damage here. I'm almost in a situation where I need a top testing dummy, or we're just dead. I'm not sure that this is enough. And this guy has Wind Fury. Nice.
Is our number 3 concern.
Face the darkness.
I think I have to. I go down to 4. But if he doesn't kill us this turn, then I think the hydration station with the Ziliax is going to get us enough healing that we just win the game from there. I have no idea. I mean, I haven't seen Mech Rogue in a really long time, so I don't know if they have like eviscerates or any kind of direct face damage.
Boosting beatings per minute.
But that was a little scary. Oh, baby. Man. You don't even get to do the fun stuff. But a win's a win.
Garrosh versus Lunara.
A new song begins.
Victory!
Hopefully that I haven't run into another one of these Reno Druid maniacs. Hey Chaos. Yeah, Mech Rogue, man, in 2024. How about that? They did remove stealth, but replaced it with elusive. That's fine by me. As long as they can't like stealth Wind Fury, it wouldn't really matter in this particular deck because of the Ziliax. Hold him down. So our hand is looking good. Like between both of these, hopefully we hit the Ziliax and then we're off from there. The ramp, that's fine.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Always, look at that, man. It's just always ramp. They have it so consistently. Even the Reno version. I could coin this out, but I don't think there's really any point to it.
Stop and
Just gonna do this.
smell the flowers.
So if I don't have the Ziliax to be able to play a chemical spill, then
Relaxation for
Boom Ranch is going to be the play. See, look, I mean, always ramp and always like these highly impactful cards. I think I take this trade to see if I can hit the Ziliax. Was in Diamond yesterday, but fell down to Diamond 5, climbed back to 4, thanks to hand buff Pally. Yeah, it's still a really good deck. There's the Ziliax. I think I actually saved the coin and just used the chemical spill. So right now we have one Ziliax in the pool.
You're merely a pawn.
He could potentially... Yeah, that's a really strong play. He could potentially overdraw me here if he has a way to kill this.
Hang 10 or however many you got.
Not super concerned about that, but I mean,
all exist in
this is the kind of card that you play in a Reno deck, so... Unfortunately, I found another one. 3 games. 3 games since I started the stream. 2 of them are going to be against Reno Druid. 2 Reno Druids and a Mech Rogue, man. I just don't get it. This needs to die. It's really good. Hydration Station being 5 is good, but there's only one Ziliax in the pool, so... We're not going to be doing that. And I think I'm going to set up the Boom Wrench here. Because next turn... I can coin Hydration Station if I need to. I'd like to start getting these test dummies out, though. I kind of need to spin some cards. Or get some cards out of my hand. And it's actually, the spot is so awkward, I just can't. So I definitely end up overdrawing here. Overdrawing at least 2, possibly 3. I know they've got another copy of their Ziliax. Huh. Man, I really hate losing that. Pretty much I have to brawl here, I think. Unfortunate that that's what they keep on the board. Outcry are pretty worthless here. Honestly, not sure why I'm still in this game.
Stay alert, my children.
I should save myself the trouble and just concede. Not the trouble, but I guess just the frustration.
Five more minutes.
Shining's only good for smashing.
And once again, they freeze my face here. Maybe 2 Ziliax.
It's our number 3 counter. Safety is our number 3.
Didn't even really get good hits on that. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of this game. I don't think, I don't think I'm beating Reno Druid with this deck. Faced a similar deck that did this type of strategy. It was a long, frustrating game. I was better off conceding. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm looking at it, too. That's the way I'm looking at it, too. Man, I played I had like a 40 or 45-minute Hearthstone game. This was probably last week. And I ended up losing the game. And it was directly because of, it was one of those like really weird, wild games. Lots of generated cards. For me as well as for my opponent. But I lost, and for my opponent to win, that like some very, very specific things had to happen with like the discovered cards and things like that. And I'm just like, man, first of all, a 40-minute game of Hearthstone is miserable. But then to lose, like even if you win, you still lose. But to lose,
Let your penance begin.
it's terrible. Get some ramp this time, so that's good. Oh yeah. Hopefully, hopefully it's not like Reno Shaman. Or there's another Shaman deck now. That's it won't be this one, but it's like Big Shaman.
To perfection.
That plays like Cliff Dive, Walking Mountains, Razzle Dazzlers. That's not going to be this particular deck, I don't think. Question is, what do I do here? If I just ramp... I guess it doesn't make sense not to ramp here. Even if the player wins, it's mentally tiring because you had to think every play carefully. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Big Shaman, Bonk Shaman. I actually played it a little bit myself. It was interesting. I'm not sure how good or how strong it is, though. The opponent's really going in here. So does this mean...
Reporting for duty.
Does this mean that they have, like, coin the, They're gonna coin out the Wave of Nostalgia? Because that seems like a really good way to lose this game for me.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Just gonna get some minions on the board, I guess. But it looks like they're really setting up here for a Wave of Nostalgia play. Which probably just wins them the game, to be honest. Oh, they don't have it. And they're overloaded, so they won't have it next turn either. This opponent might be setting up Wave of Nostalgia. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But it's not gonna be... Not gonna be in the... Oh, and we hit the Ziliax. I can actually just play the Ziliax without the chemical spill. Let's see what we draw. Town Crier. I mean, the chemical spill doesn't really have any other use anyway, but I lose the Divine Shield. So maybe I just play it. This is just a dead card in hand.
Skewer, slice, or slash?
Yeah, but
How to
it doesn't.
decide?
Yeah, they're not going to have it next turn anyway, so this is fine. I was thinking about the Wave of Nostalgia. Kind of don't want this to get transformed, but this is just by far going to be the best play that I can make. No wave this turn. Even still, like, they could just, like, not attack into this and try to maximize their minions on the board for the wave.
Treasure transport.
Still in a bit of an iffy spot here. I mean, I kind of just have to play the testing dummy. I guess drop this guy out too. This is their the weapon turn also. If they have the weapon, I think it's just over. Unless I hit like a hydration station or boom off the top.
Impressed by my luxurious display?
It's unfortunate. Just deal 20 damage here. Not one single minion dies, man. What was that? 3 shots face, and then it leaves a bunch of 1 health stuff on the board. Kinda surprised he trades, like... I guess this will give him another minion, so maybe it doesn't matter. Super lucky.
Insignificant.
Gotta love it. So this is gonna draw the other testing dummy. So I can go like testing dummy and peck 'em, wreck 'em. I think they also run the minion that gives them Wind Fury, so it's not just the weapon that I have to be worried about. The Unkilly axe is putting in work, though. Back to full. Lots of these guys in the res pool. I should be able to clear the board here. Guess I start by drawing with the shield block. 7.
Is our number 3 concern? Is our number 3?
Well, it doesn't clear the board, I guess, but at least the Zilliax is gone. Small board, only 6 mana, so the Wave of Nostalgia is not that scary either. Just now. So this doesn't draw anything. Probably want to draw cards here, to be honest. See what we hit. That'll be a brawl, another chemical spill. I'm gonna draw again. And I can refresh and play the... Let's get down this guy. And I think I let my opponent make the trades here, so I'm not going to attack with him. Not the best, but it could have been a worse eat out of my opponent's deck. Man, I understand why you have this redundancy, but there's so many games where these are just dead cards in your hand. I think it's just the Marin and free cards. There's only 9 cards left in the deck. I really need either Boom or Hydration Station.
Relaxation
But we're also
for
gonna...
all, and all thanks to me.
Don't do me dirty. Nope. Alright, we got both. I guess I start with the boom.
They're alive.
Nice.
Insignificant.
And, I mean, they don't have any way to clear the board, so don't I just hydration station here?
I have little time.
Like, even if they wave of nostalgia, I still just win at this point, I think.
You win this one.
Easy! Nice. Alright, I'm gonna step away for just a brief moment. Grab a quick cup of coffee. We'll see what, and see what's going on here with Zepho. Be back shortly.
My time is almost up. Job done.
Perfection.
Hogwash Rogue. There is no way I'm gonna finish watching that game, man. The, Rogue just makes me sad, man. When the best Rogue deck is just all that random stuff, makes me sad.
Denatrius versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, you win this one.
Oh, baby. Win trading. That guy must have played like a one too many warriors, and he's just like, man, let me save myself some time.
Renathal versus Nosdormu.
Versus Paladin. I wonder if this guy's playing that
Is this moment.
There is a
weirdo
simplicity
Paladin deck.
in inevitability.
Like the Pipsy OTK kind of Paladin. is always nice. Could just be good old standard hand buff Paladin. If it's hand buff, I think I'm favored as long as I can get out of Ziliax nice and early. Draw a card. Ramp, and then I can get down the Traveler. Part of me almost wants to put the Traveler down first, but it just doesn't make sense, right? And this is that Lanessa Paladin. There's the Ziliax, so I definitely ramp now. And then I can just go ahead and chemical spill this out onto the board, I guess.
Mother, we seek your counsel.
Oh,
He has heard our plea.
this kind of deck. I'm gonna play the top deck one just so they try to put him on maximum tilt here. By the end of the game, though, these things are gonna get really big, so I'm gonna have to play this carefully.
100% real. Fake gold.
Mother, we seek your counsel.
Yeah.
He has heard our plea.
And if I play this, it just dies to like the double trade, and then all the damage goes face. I mean, I'm definitely doing this. Okay, double trade, he takes 8 face, and then allows him to set up on an empty board. If I play this, it draws either Ham or the other testing dummy. I guess it's better to just get this down. I mean, I can't... Playing this is almost the same as playing nothing. I can't really afford to do that. Non-shield on both.
Reporting for duty.
Draw some cards here. Could even draw twice. There's a hydration station for next turn. If I go back to 6 mana, I don't really have any compelling plays. I'm just gonna draw again. Oh, there's also an Inventor Boom. There's still 2 cards in the deck. I mean, I could go these guys. I'm probably going to be playing Inventor Boom next turn no matter what. Might be able to force a trade with these.
By honor eternal, be served.
Yeah, so that's going to create an 8/8. And they're just going to continue to get bigger, too. Like, I don't think they're anywhere near out of these earthen golems.
They're alive.
Yeah, that was a really bad hit. I can't leave this up, so I still have to make a trade like this, which is pretty unfortunate. Would have been nice if he had killed one of these two. Man, the only way that I'm going to win this is to set up like a brawl. And then have like the weapon and a testing dummy to be able to get a bunch of shots to my opponent's face, I think. Because they're always going to have a big board with these earthen golems just continuously coming down. Also, I don't really have a good answer for the Paladin Titan in this deck. Other than like the execute.
Slightly overboard on the size.
Kind of need the Ziliax to kill the Titan. There's no Titan. I guess I have to hydration station here. It's the only reasonable play.
Insignificant. Packed perfection.
I will not forsake you.
Yeah, and there's the Titan.
Open your minds to the light.
It's interesting, it's the third day of the season, and I feel like yesterday and the day before, there was a lot more aggro. And what I'm seeing today is kind of like the opposite of that. It's lower decks, you know, like with this Earthen Paladin, a couple of Reno Druids. I guess Mech Rogue would be considered aggro, but that's not even a real deck anymore. If I can clear this, how likely is it that I'm able to win the game from that point? I feel like this is one of those games that I'm just not going to win. And maybe I should concede. I'm gonna have to do this.
Safety is our number one.
Equip the weapon. Rock the death rattle.
Face the darkness.
Rock the death rattle again. Punch face. And then I'll equip this weapon. So, I mean, the only way that I can kill them is like the Reckham, the testing dummy, and the wrench. I need them. That's tears. I need them to have a small board so that I can get a lot of damage going into my opponent's face. It's like the only way that I can ever win this.
Overboard on the size. Open your minds to the light.
Do I have enough to be able to do it? Does it die? 'Cause I'm not sure I have enough mana either. The other problem. Shield. $11 mana, so 8, 9. I mean, I have to clear the board here, so this is really the only play that I can make.
Number 3 counter. Safety is our number one.
The desert sun
Unfortunate.
strengthens my rays.
I doubt that other hydration station is enough here.
Face the darkness.
Yeah, I probably would have been better off just conceding a couple of turns ago. Because again, I think they have more stuff that's going to create earthen golems. And I'm just not going to have the damage to be able to finish them. Like, they're always going to have a big board. I'm kind of out of plays where I can...
Will that show you?
What a weird deck. That's the great thing about the beginning of the season, though, is like you won't see anybody playing anything like that as the season goes on. It's like the only time that you get any real variety, I guess, outside of new cards coming out.
Anhilda versus Rafam.
You are just in time to witness the culmination of my genius.
I've never actually been offered this in the mulligan. I almost want to keep it. I mean, there's a decent chance that I actually hit the Ziliax and then get it out on turn 5. But I'm probably going to need testing dummies. I guess it depends. Is this going to be like Pain Lock, or is it going to be Insanity? I guess I'll try keeping it. We'll see how it plays out. I get the Ziliax in hand, so that makes this kind of awkward. But it can draw Travelers as well.
Job done.
Okay, so we got a Traveler on 3, find something for 4, and then we'll get the Ziliax out on 5. Seems like a pretty decent way to start the game. The other interesting thing is, if it is Insanity, these testing dummies dealing 8 damage is not... I mean, that's not insignificant. May not be enough, but it's not insignificant. I definitely would have to have like a weapon to go along with it. It would take multiple procs to be able to kill them, because usually their health's not going to be that low anyway. Maybe I just get super lucky and they never draw the,
Stop and smell the flower.
So the only taunts that are left are testing dummies, so getting the discount on these is going to be really good. If I just don't draw the other one, this on 4, this on 5, and then I'll be able to start dropping testing dummies, and I've got a Reckham in hand. And this is looking like Pain Lock. Yeah, this is Pain Lock, so... This is exactly the kind of deck I was expecting to see when I started queuing up this warrior. But he's gonna have... Okay. I was gonna say, he's gonna have the Molten Giants as well. Soonish. Guess I just go ahead and play this.
It's our number 3 counter.
Get the Ziliax out next turn. There's one. Does he have the other one? He doesn't have the other Molten Giant. I think we're more than fine here. By no means over yet, though, either. Trade, hit me for 8. Puts me right back at 21. Probably just get down these guys. I need to draw the other testing dummy. And find a hydration station. Something bad, something bad. Actually, I'm not sure there is anything bad. That's tough. Oh my gosh. What's the chances that it hits both and the test dummy? And that is crazy. So this draws nothing. It's pretty wild. So I need to draw cards then. I put this up. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Other than like take a hit, which this can take a hit.
Stop and smell the flower.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing once to set it up in case I do hit the Inventor Boom, but that was really unlucky, man. I was gonna draw back-to-back hydration stations, and they ended up both getting burned. Guess Marin can potentially win the game. Should I assume that he has... I think this means that he has the other card that puts him back to 15. Or maybe he has the one of the deal 6 from the Symphony, because otherwise why would you put yourself so low? And I can do this to get out the ham, and then get out the totem.
There's always room for dessert.
Oh. Yeah, there's also that. Well. Just pretend like that didn't happen. And somebody remind me that I need to go back and edit that out of the video after the stream is over. Yeah, he did have it. So it's boom or bust. And it has to be off the top. Let's see how deep it is. Just out of curiosity. Oh, there it is, but I can't play it. And burning both the hydration stations, that was crazy. They were the next 2 cards when he played the Destroy 6. If I still had 1 in the deck, it probably ends up being a win. Sad.
Versus Urel!
I fight in the name of honor.
Victory or death!
Another paladin. Surely not another earthen paladin.
I smell golden in their waters. Keep
And that
on
thing's gonna
panning.
draw a ton of cards. Unless I top deck the weapon, it's gonna draw like 3, 4, 5 cards.
Keep on panning.
Stop and smell the flower.
Well, this at least protects the totem, so that I'm able to keep drawing myself.
The light dim.
Man, this looks like...
Fight.
Yeah, this looks like the Showdown Paladin. That's another thing I haven't seen in a while, and I actually have no plays here.
I love height.
So it feels like they're probably just going to play the Crusader aura. which ends up being really bad. I have nothing to answer this. Okay, so it's not a... I'm not sure why they didn't attack last turn.
Problem.
Keep on panning.
And I need a town crier, or either the Ziliax itself. There's the Crusader aura. I wasn't paying attention to like where it came from, if they just top decked it or if it was already in their hands, but I guess they just wanted maximum minions on the board.
The light dims, but we fight.
I know it's a little weird.
Keep on panning.
I've got a brawl when I need it, so that's going to be really good for me, so put this in the way. I mean, they can make one trade, and it's going to remove it, and then they'll be able to push damage, so maybe... Well, I may have to brawl next turn. I need to save this as long as I possibly can. But I guess this is as long as I can save it, because otherwise I'm just dead.
Keep on panning.
Go block. Yeah, I just have to brawl here. I guess I can actually... I can draw with this to get 2 more cards deep in the deck, and then brawl.
What now?
Okay, there's the Town Crier, so next turn I will be able to Chemical Spill out the Ziliax. But I mean, my opponent also has a lot of cards in hand, so I don't think that ends the game by any means. But it is going to go a long way. This expires, this is the last turn, so this will get buffed. And I can kill it with the Ziliax. I actually can't kill it with the Ziliax. Okay.
Insignificant.
So I've got both Hydration Stations and Inventor Boom already in hand, so we might actually just be okay from here. I guess it depends, how many minions can they put on the board, and then do they have the second Crusader aura as well here. But I mean, he has to trade all 3 of these into the Ziliax and basically restart his entire board, so I feel like we're going to be in a good position coming out of this turn. Oh, he has the combo. Even if he has it, I'm still okay. It only does 3 damage. So he's still going to be trading 2 minions? So the next turn, if he has the other Crusader aura, which I would assume that he does at this point, would be pretty bad. I think it's a Hydration Station. That would be Ham, one of these guys, and a Ziliax. The other option would be the Inventor Boom. I guess Inventor Boom clears more because the Ziliax will attack once and then I'll be able to attack again with it.
I wonder.
They're alive.
Nice.
Insignificant. Insignificant.
Yeah, I think we're fine now. Like, our opponent doesn't really have a way to be able to kill us from this position, considering we already have both of these in hand. And then I've even got, like, Testing Dummy and Wreck 'em.
Hey, you! Install these for me!
Wreck 'em and Keck 'em. Burn one card, doesn't really matter. I could even, like, throw these onto the board. I guess they just die to the Prismatic Beam, but at least my opponent doesn't get them. I feel like both of these guys and the Testing Dummy. Or maybe it's better to just Hydration Station. Getting a Ham back out on the board could be good to just try to eat through whatever they might have left in their deck. Actually, can I kill him here?
My hand is full.
No, I would need the weapon. Attack a random enemy, shoot 8. I don't know, it does, like, clear the board, though. And I can put down one of these, so he's only going to get one. Oh.
To perfection! These bats are booming!
So I've set up to be able to kill him. Nice. Not hitting a new heights early in the game has been unfavorable. That's also kind of bad. The 3/1/1s with this still active, but eh. Kind of doesn't matter. There's the new heights, but I don't think I can actually afford to play it now. So we're just gonna have to win the slow way.
Insignificant.
Just do.
This is your moment.
Alright, more aggro decks, please. And this warrior deck is the equivalent of hitting your opponent over the head with your bank account. I saw a video on social media not long ago. Somebody had like a stack of cash. And they like threw it and hit somebody in the head. The internet is an amazing thing. But that's basically what I'm doing here. Just throw a whole stack of cash at my opponent.
Renathal!
Man.
Malfurion!
Feel the power of the wild world.
There is a simplicity.
Quite a
in
bit of druids here.
inevitability.
So I guess, I don't know, quality assurance, if it hits the Tortolan, it's going to thin taunt minions out of the deck. It gives me a turn 3 play if it does hit the Tortolan. Of course, getting Ziliax in hand is always good. So I think this is a keep. Instrument tech I'm not so sure about, especially since I'm playing this on 2. And I'd like to have ramp on 3. So I'm going to drop the tech. Of course, every time I keep this, I always draw the Ziliax, but it's fine. It thins the deck, makes it more likely that I can get a chemical spill. This is going to give me, like, cheap ham or testing dummies. Gotta be a little bit careful about overdrawing, but it looks like we're fine. So hopefully there's no splish splash and no new heights here. Yeah, they always have it, man. I don't remember the last time I faced a druid that did not ramp on turn 3. Even Reno, where they have this and new heights and that's it, they always have at least one.
Stay alert, my children.
All exist in harmony.
That is a really strong turn, too. Or as well, rather. Heck 'em and wreck 'em. I think I actually just equip the weapon here, and maybe even trade. Equip.
Is that
Punch this.
inevitable doom?
And then next turn... I actually overdraw, though. Which isn't ideal, but I kind of need the... Maybe the overdraw isn't that big a deal.
Interesting. Face the darkness.
I love
And I don't want to throw away the coin here, but if I overdraw a chemical spill, it's like really, really bad.
Job done.
Man, that would have been a bad burn. Not super happy about spending the coin there, but... I don't know, in this situation it feels like there's things that I really just can't afford to overdraw. Opponent drawing like crazy. Means they're not developing a whole lot, though. Another boom wrench. So I get down this guy. I guess I try to go in for like the full board clear here.
It's our number 3 counter.
Surely I clear at 8 health board. And actually just swing face. There's no way it doesn't die. He's still playing the nerfed Doomkin. They didn't nerf it hard enough. Man, I'm like 1 mana off from being able to kill him in this situation as well. He has Yogg, he's gonna steal this minion, which is really bad for me. So maybe I just like weapon,
Doom?
push face, and get down the totem. Try to get deeper for some of this other stuff. Wait. Yeah, because if I go this, copy there, boom, 8, 4. It's not good enough just yet.
Interesting.
If it hits face, that's even worse. So I'm definitely going to totem. Question is... There's also another testing dummy. Could get this. I think I want to get the hammer, though.
I must act soon.
I can also brawl. So I don't want to see Yogg or Ziliax, but I guess it's really likely that they have one of those cards. Far left. So it is the Ziliax. Another Wreckham. Maybe it was actually better to play this because it can hit the... Testing Dummy is the only thing that was left in the deck.
Interesting.
Now this is again one of those awkward spots where I'm going to end up overdrawing. I'm not careful. I guess I just am. Always scares me when I see the... That's the second new heights, so their Gem Tosser is going to be able to do a ton of damage here shortly. White face push 12. Could actually just be dead to the Gem Tosser on this very turn. If he has it, dead. Dead. Unfortunate. Both chemical spills in the bottom 14. Both chemical spills and both new heights.
Garrosh versus
Ooh.
Illidan.
Man, every time, I don't face this Demon Hunter deck very often.
Victory or death.
But when I do, it surprises me how much damage they can get out, man. Like I feel like one of the best cards in the deck, or the card that I see that has the most impact, is that Hosen Roughhouser. Because they'll have pirates on the board, and you're like, okay, I'm going to clear this next turn. And then all of a sudden you just can't because they get buffed. And you can't clear the Roughhouser because it has 4 health. Hero power?
My wool itches for war.
Relax your mind.
Really good start for my opponent here. Glad to see that I actually drew the hand there, and now a testing dummy. It just makes it more likely that the Tortolin is going to hit the Ziliax, especially with the chemical spill already in hand. But ooh, and the thing is, I may not live long enough to be able to play this on turn 5. Because if they have the Hosen Roughhouser, then everything is getting buffed. And I'm going to have, like, no plays.
Good hit. My turn.
Off the top. Off the top. So I do hit the Ziliax. But I think I'm just dead. I guess just use this for a shield block. So let's see, that's 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus whatever he can give it. So hopefully the Ziliax is going to be good enough. I mean, I can get the Ziliax on 5, testing dummy on 6 to maybe clear up some of this stuff. But everything just keeps getting bigger because of the roughhouser. And I may actually just be dead here. That's 4 pirates. Close. Close to just dead. Here. Oh my gosh, man. And they have the Ziliax. Top deck Roughhouser, Ziliax in hand. And I feel like this deck does this really consistently, too. I'm just dead. Hey, Usher. Maybe add some trimmers. Deck got many spells. I don't know. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of times where having 2 chemical spills is just bad. Like, you kind of need that redundancy because a lot of games you need to be able to cheat out the Ziliax to have any chance whatsoever. But there's also a lot of games where the 2 chemical spills are just absolutely dead in your hand. But yeah, definitely in that specific situation, the trimmers would be really good.
Glory to the Alliance! Victory or death!
Like to see ramp in the opening hand.
The light dims, but we fight.
An interesting play. What does that mean? Showdown Paladin?
I must move quickly.
Rope turn 1 after you play the card? Classic. I don't know about this portrait choice. This thing, it makes his head look too small. Like his head looks too small for his body. It's looking like a buff paladin. So we'll ramp on 3. We've already got the Garrosh's Gift in hand. That's going to give us a brawl when we really need it. Ziliax already in hand. This is going to be one of those games where we need the chemical spill, though.
I smell gold in them there waters. Keep on panning.
Ooh, and we hit it. They're going to draw a ton of cards, and all of those cards are going to be getting buffed. I'm assuming they equip the weapon here. Yeah. Just the fact that they're going to be able to draw and keep so many cards in hand is going to be bad news. They could even have like the plushie here to be able to help him clear the Ziliax, but they're still going to have to put other stuff into it. There's the plush, and then they can play the 1/1. Yeah, so they're able to protect gold panner here.
Keep on panning.
I think I equipped the weapon and hit this.
And smell the flower.
Get down the Traveler. So next turn, I can set this off twice. Maybe clean some of this stuff up. Then the turn after that, I could even coin out the boom just to try to stabilize. So many cards getting buffed. That's really bad too. This might actually just have to be the brawl.
Panning.
Just drawing so much off of this. Brawl, I could play this. Bunch of shots. I hate to brawl this early. And that's not going to do a whole lot. Boom, still take 12. I think the brawl is still the play here, though. Seriously, man? The gold panner is the one that survives? So if I play this, it's only the Ziliax that's died so far, so I'm going to need to get down, I guess, a testing dummy. I need to at least get 2 minions off of that.
Time to get a grip.
Do you have anything
The
to
light
declare?
dims.
His hand is just absolutely huge. This thing's been on the board since
Panning.
turn 2. I'm pretty close to just dead here, especially if he has like Leroy in hand already.
Safety is our number 3 concern.
I think I'm gonna give up on the warrior deck after this game. Also, when you're trying to climb, these games just take too long. Play something that has a little bit shorter games, try to get through them and make some progress.
You have a fraction of my power.
And I think I'm actually just dead. I have to be dead, right? My opponent doesn't even realize that I'm dead, so he trades for the minion. That's kind of sad, man. He didn't even know how much damage he had. He needs to go to his deck tracker and turn on the little damage counter so that he knows. Alright, we're coming off the warrior and going over to some pain lock. At least the games are going to be faster. This could potentially be where I tank all the way back down to Diamond 5 and restart. That's always fun.
Nazoth versus Urel.
Quite a few paladins. I haven't seen this much paladin in a while. Pretty good start. I think you play Party Fiend on 1 in case they have the Divine Shield taunt. Interesting. Go ahead and full trade here. It's going to protect these two guys. Turn 3 we go this, and I can even just play this on turn 4. It's going to be active already,
I smell gold,
which is
in their
nice.
waters.
Definitely need to get that off the board.
Keep on panning.
Hrothgar.
Let's show these fine folks of Badlands hospitality.
Is there anything on turn 4 that I would want to use this on? Maybe if they had like plushie. Man, he's almost dead. Like, I have potential outs to just be able to kill him next turn. So I'm going to protect my board here.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
Too worried about that. Giant. See, 9, 12, 14. I can set him to 3. And that's only a 3/3, so I might as well just play one of these. If he has a taunt, I'll be able to make it go dormant. So that should be it. I guess, well, if he had plushie, he would have played it last turn, I think.
The toy store belongs to the
Yeah, so just dormant this and then push him in the
This
face.
is your moment.
Easy.
Nazoth versus Malfurion.
I think I've played this guy, but it's hard to tell because I'm not super familiar with the alphabet here. I'm gonna keep the imprisoned horror. Oh yeah, man. I can go like turn 1, turn 2, and then this will be 3 mana. Turn 3. Or if I can hit like a rook for turn 3 and then play this for free. Ooh, it's so good, man. That's gonna be free like next turn. Feel the pain. The next turn I go this and this for free. They go hero power, and then on turn 3 they want to ramp. Meanwhile, I'm just punching them in the face. Okay. So swipe is really good for him here, but I can't like spend the game worrying about swipe. Can even just play trolley problem. Hopefully I don't top deck a spell here. I like it. That's a lethal setup. Hopefully still no swipe and no Malfurion's Gift. Did they rage quit? They may have actually just rage quit. I hope this is the guy that I played earlier. This was the Reno guy that had, like, everything. They had ramp into everything. The other unfortunate option is that I've actually disconnected. I've actually disconnected and I'm losing. My opponent's already on 10 mana. This was a crazy good start from a deck that like tends to do nothing. This has to be a Reno deck, so I guess this is the guy because he played a Viper. Easy. Alright, we're heading in the right direction again.
Nazoth versus the Lich King.
None shall escape my wrath.
Versus Death Knight. This is probably a bad matchup. I guess it depends on which version they're playing, but if they're playing like the version with threads, they're going to be able to clear my board really easily and just not going to get anywhere. But we'll see. Actually, at one time, I was like 70% against Death Knight with this deck. But I may have just been high rolling at the time. Kinda don't like this. I mean, it's going to be good on turn 3 if they have something on the board. But I might just have to tap turn 2. Maybe I'll draw something decent. Coin mining casualties is probably their best play. It's pretty good too. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess I take a trade and hope for a 1-drop. I can either trade and hope to hit a 1-drop to be able to play, or I just tap because you really want to take damage with this deck. Just gonna push it and let them trade so he can hit here and like hero power. And I can go... Okay. I can go for a Spirit Bomb and then play this as a 5/5. The start feels like a little bit slow, though. I feel like the longer this game goes, the more likely it is we're going to lose. Such is this matchup.
It looks like Spider magically aged seed.
Interesting. I guess I want to keep taking damage. I need to get low to be able to play this. I don't want to get too low, but I kind of need to draw cards here as well.
Really? Job's done.
I don't want to go too low because they run like direct damage spells. Corpse Sickle and Down with the Ship, so if I go too low I risk just dying. Location is like really good for them in this spot too. Be nice if I could make their location dormant. The next turn, I mean, I take 2 here, go to 12, go to 10. They're playing the blood version, which means like Corpse Explosion. So, I mean, if I play the Rook, I just die, right? Afford to go any lower. Oh man, it's got to be the 8/8s, right? In 3, that would put me at 6. If he has 2 direct damage spells, I just die. But he's playing the blood version, so that means he's not running down with the ship. So I think it means I can take it a little bit closer on my life total. Probably should have done that first, but I don't think it changes my play here.
Really heating up.
Is close at hand.
Could still be dead, but I think it's unlikely. Actually, it's the blood version, so they don't have any reach. I can sleep one of these guys. I could just... I go Popgar, set him to 20. Actually a lethal setup if I just do this now. I guess it's not, because they would actually hit this. I didn't think this through. Yeah, I didn't think this through. I done did the dummy. Maybe he'll overreact to the Popgar being on board. I don't even think he's played any spells for the Razzler. Hasn't played buttons, so it's unlikely that he would have the second Frosty decor. Is it the lifesteal? Oh. I'm okay to tap here. I have to be careful about a Threads play. Because if I play the trolley problem, 3/3s, that's probably bad. I think I actually want this in hand to make spells more expensive. I'm gonna make the play like this. I don't want to lose my board to Threads, because like if I lose this board, I'd probably just lose the game. Risk is a potential issue as well at this point. 24 damage on board. 27, 36. Best case scenario is a 2-turn lethal. Works.
I have but little time. My collection grows.
I'd have to play the trolley problem here. Gotta be careful. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I have no healing. So if I go trolley problem, there, boom boom, that dies. Sleep 1 and I still have to trade.
Let's show these fine folks of Badlands hospitality.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, come on, game. Kitty cat. Yeah, it's just not looking good. 8 cards in hand, playing against the control deck. I guess depending on what they do this turn, it might actually just be time to concede. Corpse explosion. Oh. Yeah, my biggest threats are gone now.
I have but little time.
If I can't play... Yeah, I think this is one of those games that it's already lost, so I'm better off just giving up and moving on. Wasn't really expecting to see the blood version of Death Knight. We'll get on to the next. Feels like there's a massive change between day 1 and day 2 of the season, and then today being day 3.
Nazoth,
versus Scarlet.
Let the blight begin.
Another Death Knight. Gonna keep the mass production. Oh, so good, man. This is just free on turn 3. Or, no, it costs 1. 3 damage, 5, that's 8, it'll cost 1. Honestly, I can go boom boom with the coin. Turn 3 these 2 guys.
The entertainment has arrived.
This is a strong start. I am gonna have to be careful with my health total until I figure out like what version of DK this is, though. Double Dreadhound Handle is pretty good, I think. And they get the buff off the weapon. That's good, though, with the taunt. So, I mean, if they get Might of Minithil, it doesn't even freeze my minions. They get the Lifesteal weapon. That's unfortunate, man. That's a lot of healing. And I can just go Spirit Bomb and play the 8/8. And even tap first. Or... I mean, if I go to 10, I'm still dead to double direct damage, but surely they don't have double direct damage, right? I'm not gonna tap, though. But I'm dead to, like, down with the ship Corpsicle. Okay. That there is a lot of healing. I wasn't dead last turn, so I'd say I won't be dead again. But I'm still not going to tap. Just afraid to go that low. It's the blood version again, man. Ah, that's pretty crazy. At least I know what version I'm playing, so I can, like, freely tap. Plus I have this in hand. But I'm already against a defensive deck, and they discovered the lifesteal weapon, and were able to buff it.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
How much do I want to play here? I mean, I can play both of these and this to get back up to 15, but it makes a Threads play really good. Just gonna jam the Ziliax. And he hit a Frosty Decor. He hit a Frosty Decor. And he found Ziliax and the crown. Like, that's insane, man. That's actually crazy. The wand was so good with the cards that it hit, man. Like, why can't it hit, you know, nut stuff that wins in the game? Pretty wild. I switch off the warrior deck and start playing an aggro deck, and now I'm seeing Blood Death Knights. So I was seeing a lot of druids, I switched to Painlock, and now I'm seeing Blood Death Knights.
Nazoth versus Inza! Who's ready for a hoedown?
Let the crystals claim your mind.
I like it. One of the things I've noticed about Shaman is they always have the pop-up book. Always. Nice.
I smell gold in them there waters.
Hearthstone hates me sometimes, man. Not even sometimes. Hearthstone just hates me. Draw some cards. Having this in hand means I can run my health total down really low, and hopefully I hit some Molten Giants. So we're playing that deck, eh? Oh man, if I play Trolley Problem, I lose my Symphony of Sins. So I guess I can't do that. Probably just coin the Symphony next turn, and hopefully they don't have a Lightning Storm play. Alright. I think they're totally reliant on, like, the evolves. I mean, Lightning Storm keeps them in the game. This would either be the Razzle Dazzler, or it could be Hagatha, but Hagatha's like a turn too slow here. Pop-up book keeps them in the game. There's the Lightning Storm. It also overloads them, though. Oh, they play a Hex. Okay. I'm on Hearthstone. Maybe they actually just have a Cliff Dive in hand. They have a Cliff Dive and they hit the Walking Mountains. It's like a Reno, they'll be back at full health. Oh, and that they didn't have any battle cries. So that's actually like a Tough scenario for them. I think they evolve both of these. Like, clear the board, and then evolve both of these and hope for something good. Maybe I can top deck. Am I a top decker? I got a copy of something. I don't even know what it was. Low roll. It's actually pretty good. Oh my gosh. I'm 1 mana off. It's just a draw. Man, why couldn't it be the... I guess I can tap to see if I can hit the one that hits face. Unfortunate. We'll take the tie. Alright, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back.
Nazoth versus Rafam! I am Rafam, the supreme salesman!
Let the crystals claim your mind.
Versus Warlock, you say? Interesting. We're going in. Hopefully it's not Insanity and they just play a crescendo here. It actually is Insanity. It's unfortunate. Oh, they're not even trading. Actually, don't mind that because I got the big boy. I'm gonna take that trade just in case they did hit the crescendo. It was kind of suspicious the way they played that. If they crescendo, I can play both of these guys. It just leaves me on super low health and no cards in hand.
And now, the premiere act, me!
Alright, fair enough. Another 8. Ooh, nice. I don't think he's dealing 7. I'm just gonna push the damage here. So next turn... They actually always have Pop Guard, but I guess it's not that big a deal here. I actually can't kill it though. And that's an issue. And he's got the sludges, so I mean this dies. Probably should have, I don't know. I've got to kill the Pop Guard for sure. And then he has healing as well. Unfortunate. I don't think I'm dying from 8. Basically, I just have to set up lethal here and hope that he can't kill me. I guess I do die from 8. In a lot of circumstances, but I just have to make sure that I have lethal on the board. Yeah. It's just amazing, man. This entire deck is just a do I draw Popgar simulator. Did I have to play the rook there? I kind of did, because if the rook isn't on the board... so I guess I was just dead no matter what. If the rook isn't on the board, he can actually heal, and I don't have lethal because he had both of the lifesteal minions.
I will bring order.
All eyes shall be open.
Interesting.
One dose solves any problem.
Do I coin it out? I kinda think I do.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, I want to take the damage. I want the pressure on the board. I'm not going to trade for the 1/1. You never trade for the 1/1. So it's this deck, eh? So that means they're going to play that 4/6 with Divine Shield Taunt. Sooner rather than later.
Shaking us stir.
I think I just keep taking damage. It's the name of the game. The name of the pain block. Need to get this out. And I can get back up to 15. I just have to be careful about how I do it. I'm assuming he's going to trade here. Symphony next turn. Ooh, nice top deck. A good trade here. Oh. Double Zephyrus. It's tough. So he's not killing me, right? I can just go rook in this. Be at 8. He would need 5 to kill me. I go this. I can still play it, but it just dies is the problem. I think the only thing that kills me is exactly Grifter, and he has to hit the damage, so I think it's worth the I think it's worth the risk. Next turn I'll just heal back up. Top deck weapon, huh? I'm climbing the wrong way. I've actually climbed quite a bit the wrong way.
Nazoth versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
I feel your roots in the deep, awakening the nightmare.
I want the 1-drops, man. There we go. Interesting. So he did not have another dragon in hand. That means he's not holding a Splish Splash Whelp. But he does have the new heights. They always have ramp. Always a ramp. He has ramp, but I have base damage. Tap and then double finger. So I really need him to not have spell power swipe. Next turn I'll be able to get down the Molten Giant.
You call that a blade? I've got 3.
So this guy's actually playing Reno. Need to set up lethal here. I don't want to take any more damage.
Shaking a stud.
Eventually kill him with the Symphony of Sins. What did he get? So Symphony of Sins actually doesn't kill him now. Hopgar also doesn't kill him. Again, I think I just don't want to take the damage. If I go to 6, like double spell power swipe would kill me.
Thousand needles! Are you ready to rock?
Nice.
This off versus Say! I'm cold as ice.
All eyes shall be open.
Get out a 5/5 on turn 2. Seems pretty good. Hopefully they have a slow start, but Death Knight just has so many good early game cards. It's like super unlikely that they get off to a slow start here.
Catch my hounds!
Yeah. Is the 5/5 even good enough?
Infinite truths.
I mean, if I just tap... Feels like I'm doing a whole lot of nothing, but... I think that's the situation that I'm in. I can do these guys on turn 3. Just wanting to hit the big Razzler. This card is so good. That's another really insane card. Nice. I didn't even notice what minion it hit. Oh, it actually hits the Popgar. Gar is huge.
You could use a trim.
So I'm assuming that that's going to be the, and of course my thing just dies. And that's probably going to be game 8.
You could use a trim.
Oh.
That was
cool.
One dose solves any problem.
Could be counterspell, but I guess I have to check. And I can't check with this.
Really heating up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Tap blast like a pro. Alright, can I get some healing? Reduce its cost by 6. I mean, if I hit the Infernal, it ends up being really good. But the guaranteed healing is just going to be with the Pop Guard, plus it's huge. With it being an 8-12. I don't want to play this to set up the lethal. Probably gonna razzle her here. I mean, 7's a healthy enough number, right? I'm not dying and he's not killing the Pop Guard, but he might actually hit the, could hit like Frosty Decor here.
Strike a pose.
It's the taunt. It's unfortunate. And he's actually... Wait, is he dead? He is dead.
Let's show these fine folks of Badlands.
That was cool.
That was cool. Thanks, man. 0. So I think for me, like, the Razzle Dazzler is maybe what I would consider acceptable or even good RNG for Hearthstone. I feel like sometimes the random stuff ends up being too good, and it just decides games too much. But the Razzler is, it seems pretty healthy, at least as far as I'm concerned. I mean, sometimes you can roll like a charge minion or a taunt when you need it, but a lot of the times it just builds a board with stats.
Well, howdy there, partner.
I feel your roots in the deep,
Ooh,
awakening the nightmare.
am I going double Treant? I am. Against Druid, it should be a good matchup. Kept 2 cards, so either New Heights or Splish Splash would be my guess. Am I gonna coin it out? Kind of don't have anything to do next turn, but I think I just want like the really strong turn 1 play. I can take a trade. I don't know in this situation, like on low mana, is it better to tap to make like Molten Giants and the other thing cheaper? Or is it better to trade and hope you hit a 1-drop? I guess it's like really unlikely that I hit a 1-drop though, so I'm better off just tapping. So this should be either Splish Splash or New Heights. It's actually Splish off the top. And I'm actually just going to push face here. We'll let the opponent make the trade. Unfortunately, no horrors and no molten giants so far this game. Draw a spell. Draw another spell, so decent likelihood that they're going to have a swipe. Ooh, that's... dang. The mana's awkward, though. Because I want a Spirit Bomb. I go to 6. So if I Spirit Bomb, I have to, like... If I Spirit Bomb, I have to trade, or I'm just dead to swipe. So maybe I have to play this. Other option is just a Zilliax. Boom, but then I'm... Zilliax hit there, and then these two guys go face. Then he would have 7. And I can, like, boom, boom. Actually, I wouldn't be able to do this because I'd be dead. But I don't think he's killing me. And he still needs to address the board. So he's also not going to be ramping. So I'm expecting a swipe play. Like swipe, trade, trade. Okay, so he's drawing cards. Probably still just looking for the swipe here, though. Assuming he's refreshing mana and swiping. Yep. Trade here. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, trade like that. If I go down to 5, I'm dead the second swipe, so I can't do that. I was thinking about maybe Spirit Bomb here and just play the Speaker Stomper. What's he doing on 7? He's played 1 dragon, so Phi is like 8. I kind of need to set up a lethal here. But it's a little bit awkward. Yeah, so unfortunately this game I just didn't hit the giants or the horrors. I needed like one more big minion on the board. Guess he could have Innervate Phi, which ends up healing him for 8. Or I could go Popgar, it would heal him for 4, push 8. It's like my opponent might actually just be like 1 mana short this game from being able to do what he really needs to do. Really taking his time. Cat has raccoon cheeks on his head.
You're merely a pawn for the puppet. It's only good for smashing.
I kind of have to kill the Dorian here. I mean, I can go Spirit Bomb and Trolley Problem, push 6. Popgar. Actually, Popgar's lethal, right? Don't want to miss that. Whew. That was a close call. Man, for a second I was thinking that the sledge barrels were actually going to hit the stupid Dorian. That's what you get for having raccoon cheeks on your head.
Nazoth versus Rexar.
By fang and claw.
Let the crystals claim your mind.
Versus Hunter. That's interesting. I guess most likely Egg Hunter. Ooh, I like it. So I'll be able to tap 2 and then play both of these guys on 3. It could be Secret Hunter. But I don't think I'm losing to Secret Hunter with this start.
Solves any problem.
Oh, I don't even have to tap. I can do this and draw even more cards. And take a trade. So next turn I've got both of these. I'm assuming he makes a trade with this, in which case next turn I probably trade for the 2/2. Gotta protect my larger minions a little bit. But that's probably going to be a Misha, which I'll be able to bomb out. That's great. He could play Huffer and trade for the 4/4. In which case, like, I just continue to take damage, draw cards, and get closer to the 8/8 being on the board. Could play Egg on 4. The thing that this positioning is actually bad if that 1/1 stays alive. If he plays Egg and hits the Hollow Hound. So I'm going to need to address the positioning of my minions. Something that I feel like I don't really think about all that much because I'm not used to playing against Hollow Hounds. It's been so long since they were good. And Misha trade. But I'm still going to be able to Spirit Bomb this, which is good for me. And I can actually play the 8/8 this turn. I want to make sure I get the 8/8 as much in the middle as I can. Actually, I can do this. There's nothing wrong with going down to 8 life, right? So I kind of need a card draw. He's not killing me on 4 mana. Might have to drop like an emergency pop guard next turn to heal up.
Shaking us stuff.
But yeah, he's not killing me for sure. What does he get here? Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, I can even take a trade. Is the play actually the trolley problem? Am I dying from 6? How could he kill me? Still has a Leok. Second Patchwork. But only leave him 3 mana though. Hasn't played any secrets. It's not Secret Hunter though. I think I'm fine. This lets me clear. I get the same amount of power on the board as if I did this. And then next turn I can probably even tap and do this. I don't think I'm taking face damage here. He doesn't really want a hero power. Still just dead on board. He's gotta have something else. Nice.
I concede.
This guy's rough, man.
Nazoth versus Say! I'm cold as ice.
All eyes shall be open.
I think I would be fine coining the trolley problem and discarding the cursed souvenir. And this card is surprisingly good in the deck, because there's so many times where you can just, like, sleep something really important. I think I just coined the trolley problem here. Next turn, drop this guy. I don't know, I may not be taking damage quickly enough this game. Especially with a Molten Giant in hand. Oh, well, that'll help me take some damage. That will too. I'm dead to a Threads play though. Hero Power Threads clears the board. If that's the case and my top deck isn't very good, like, I don't even have a problem just dropping this on 4 and having the location already in play.
I smell gold in them there waters. Keep on panning.
Ooh. Play the Rook. This goes down to 3, so I still can't play it this turn. Definitely want to kill that. Another Rook. So I actually can play everything? Or I can play a Rook and a Molten Giant? I'm at 9. And I don't die. I guess if he has Horn of Winter and Down with the Ship and Corpse Sickle, he kills me. But I mean, that's 3 very specific cards. In this matchup, I think it's worth it. Like, I have to get the power on the board. I can't just sit back. So if he has it and he kills me, then I'm just dead. But I think this is the way to win.
You could use a trim. You could use a trim.
So he still has the Corpse Sickle in hand. I have to actually trade here. Unless I top deck the healing. I guess I do. I think I'm fine with this. If he plays like Frosty Decor, then I can just sleep 1, trade, and kill him. 17, he would be at 14. He could throw like a Hail Mary Razzle Dazzler, but then again, if he hits a taunt, I just sleep it. I think this one's in the bag. It's in the bag.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
I'll still just kill him, right? Yeah, he's still just dead to the second barrel of sludge. Kresk is such a good card, man. Oh my gosh, it's a good card. A little bit too slow this particular game, but overall, very good card. Alright, we are climbing again. Doing something. Gonna take a quick break. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back shortly. Hey Roberto, thanks man, appreciate that. Glad you could stop by.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Short on time.
Reno Druid, man. Play the Rheastraza, please. Do yourself a favor. Oh my gosh. So I actually didn't notice how much damage that rogue's weapon had, but 10 charges is crazy, dude. So that means he's played at least 9 spells from another class. Quit Hearthstone a couple of years ago, but I still enjoy watching streamers play. Yeah, I kind of feel you on that one, man. I've taken a couple of really long breaks from Hearthstone over the course of the game. Like, I've played since very, very late beta. But I actually just came back myself. I was gone from... for about a year. And I just came back, like, at the end of July, so... I'm kind of getting back into it. But when I quit playing, I just really didn't enjoy it, man. There was, like, too much random stuff was determining who won the game. But I took a break for a year and came back, and I've been enjoying it. I guess some of the cards that I really didn't like rotated. Look at that, man. That's unfortunate. Like, if I coin one out... I guess I can wait till turn 3 and just discard the coin. Because I might need these rushers. This is fun. Why does he keep drawing pirates, man? The thing is, it's difficult to come back, especially free to play. I agree 100% on that. Only arena may be enjoyable. Look at this, man. I'm at 12. So close. Well, I guess I played double Treants, but it's crazy that... What has Rush? Fortunately, I've got second trolley problem to be able to clear that up. Ooh. I can bomb this. I go down to 8. I'm kind of dependent on hitting some healing here, though. Like, I think I just have to make the strongest possible play and hope that they don't have the weaponer or something like that until I can find some healing. Oh my gosh. 3 pirates drawn. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. So I just had a ton of dust, and I've had to spend basically all my dust, and I still don't have a full standard collection after being gone for a year. So, I mean, you're basically starting from scratch. Yeah, so I'm like dead to the weapon here. I have to double trade. Or risk just being dead to the weapon. He's still at full health too. It's hard to imagine winning this game. Alright, well that's not a weapon, so... That is... not great. I think I have to tap here. I mean, he has to top deck the weapon, but with the situation that I'm in, like, both of these are becoming minions. Oh, that's not good. I'm dead to 3 damage. Are you getting paid to play, or do you have another full-time job? Hope this question isn't too personal. Yeah, I just died to damage. Unfortunate. No! I do have a full-time job. I just do, I do YouTube just because I enjoy it, man. I like being able to meet new people and speak with them. Just like we are now. But, yeah, I got a full-time job, man. Actually worked earlier today, and I'm probably gonna have to get in bed before too much longer, because I gotta get up and work tomorrow. Honestly, I don't even know if I would enjoy being paid to play Hearthstone.
I must protect the wild.
Because once it's a job, like, you gotta put in the hours whether you want to or not.
Awakening the nightmare.
Like, I guess if you really, really enjoyed it, it would be okay, but I can't imagine, man. And some of the guys, like the big name Hearthstone streamers, they've been doing it for so many years, man. And like, you know, you take a break and you're just not making money. I don't know how they can do it. Appreciate your support, though. Should be a good matchup against Druid. Hopefully I can draw into either a giant or a horror, at least one, pretty quickly. We should be good to go. That's unfortunate. Would have loved to have top decked this on turn 3, but it's fine. I could even, I don't know if I want to discard this or not. But it's probably better to just get the 3/3s on the board and keep punching face. Opponent wants to coin ramp if they have it. Yeah, so I assume that means that they actually don't have ramp here, which is good news for me. I'm gonna play the Rook. It would have put more power on the board to trolley problem, But it's only a difference of 1 power, but then next turn I can go Trolley Problem and get the Ziliax down. Assuming there's not like a swipe that kills the 1/1s. Yeah, that's not a swipe. And so the Trolley Problem and the Ziliax, I'll be able to clear both of those with the Rushers, and then all of these guys are going face. And it makes my board much more resilient to swipe. So at this point, I think this game is actually just over. Is this a rage quit? The Hail Mary play. He actually hit 2 6 health taunts. That's crazy, dude. Oh, but he's still dead. I really wasn't expecting that, man. He hit 2 6 health taunts. Of all the 2-drops in the game. That was the kind of stuff when I quit playing that just drove me crazy. Like, it didn't matter here because of how far ahead I was on board. But a year ago when I left, stuff like that was happening. It felt like every second or third game, and it was deciding who won the game. That's what it felt like to me. That's when I had to take a break, man. I was like, you know... Because what I enjoy about Hearthstone is, you know, the decision-making actually making a difference. I want to know that what I'm doing is impacting the outcome of the game.
All will serve me.
So all that random stuff is just not for me.
Let the crystals claim your mind.
Ooh, man, I love Rook. When I first started playing this deck, I had like 1 Rook and 1 Gem Tosser. And I very quickly realized that Gem Tosser was like not worth the internets it's printed on in this deck. Playing 2 of these, man, it's so often that you get one down on turn 3. And it's just a huge body.
I have but little time.
So I'm actually thinking I pass here. And then on turn 2, I can go this and coin out this as a 4/4. And then I've got like, you know, turn 3 possibilities. I'm gonna wait 1 turn to try to make a more threatening board. Because like... I don't know, maybe my opponent hero powers. Because if they have like the Dreadhound, they just play it and it kills this. And then I'm left with like potentially just tapping on turn 2. Yeah, and that's what would have happened. So it still dies, but I just have a bigger board here. Get this down on turn... Probably the Rook. Because I want to get closer to being able to play the Molten Giant. And trades here. By Trolley Problem, I can double trade. By Trolley Problem now, it discards the mass production. I'm gonna get out the bigger minion. Again, just taking the damage to be able to get a cheaper Molten Giant. And especially since I have the Infernal in hand, I can get down, play this for 3. Face, face, face. Face. Double Molten Giant. And another Rook. On turn 5, I can potentially go this, both Molten Giants, and heal back up. Seems like a good way to be able to win the game. So he'll hit here and then use this. I kind of need to have a minion on the board, though. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, man. That works for me. I can even save the spirit. Ooh, gosh. Man, that's a good top deck. I think I actually saved the Spirit Bomb in this situation. If he plays like a Frosty Decor, I can kill one with this. He would go to 20. He's just dead. I think he's just dead no matter what he does. Because these are such high health. I don't know. If he had like mining casualties, hero power, and threads. Yeah, he just has to throw the Hail Mary. None of this does anything.
All life must end.
He's dead. Painlock coming through in the clutch. Man, when I first started climbing this season, I played Secret Hunter. Because, you know, beginning of the season, it's always fun to do something different, play something you haven't been playing. So I played like 60 or 70 games with a 51% win rate. And I got to like, it was either Diamond 6 or maybe Diamond 5. And I only had a 10-star bonus this season. And I said, man, I'm going to have to play like 1,000 games to hit Legend if I've got a 51% win rate. So I switched to Painlock, and this isn't all my stats. I think this is just from today. But Painlock has been really good. Plus it's quick games. I always like quick... Oh man, this is a terrible hand though. I always like fast games when I'm trying to climb. Because like, earlier on the stream I was playing Control Warrior. My win rate wasn't that good. I mean, it was above 50%, but it wasn't that good. But it was also like the games took twice as long, so I can play 2 games. I like it. But I can play 2 games in the same amount of time as playing 1 game of Control Warrior. It's an interesting coin. What's he doing with it? Interesting. So he used his coin, I guess, because he thought he was going to be able to gain health. So this is either Reno. Yeah, it's got to be... It's got to be like Reno or Rainbow, I guess. guess I just Symphony here. Ooh, man, none of these are good. I guess maybe draw 6 makes it pretty likely that I can get Molten Giants and Horrors. This doesn't do anything, and this, man, if I hit like a Flame Imp or something, I'm gonna look like a silly goose. Nice, nice. Don't mind taking the damage.
Good.
Yeah, I don't mind this at all, because I'm going to be able to heal back up, have a taunt. And I'm getting down the, let's see. I might not want to play this because of the threads. I'm assuming this deck is going to be running the Threads of Despair. So maybe I just tap that and that. Oh, and I hit second Giant. So good. How mad is this guy? Kind of messed up my positioning, but it likely doesn't matter. There could be like a rogue... what's that thing called? The healing thing, the 6-mana rusher. I kind of doubt it, but... never know.
Stand and fight in darkest night!
Is he dead? Yes, he is dead. Nice. Yeah, Painlock is really coming through. Man, the draw 6 was so good. I was kind of disappointed when I saw the choices on that Symphony at first, because I thought I wanted either the 6/6 taunt with Reborn or the buff a minion in the battlefield hand and deck with 6/6. But the draw ended up working out really good because I drew into free 8/8s and whatnot. Painlock's actually been going really well. It's surprising to me that it seems to be good into... oh, I know why. I need to combine that deck. I don't think I can actually do it now, though. Yeah, Firestone's acting a little bit weird, but I need to... when I took that Malefic... I took a Gem Tosser out to play an extra copy of Malefic Rook.
Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
And I haven't combined the deck in Firestone, so the stats aren't combined. I think this is the same guy. He plays Reno. Kept 1. Likely ramp. Yeah, so I can't actually coin the trolley problem because I would discard Symphony, which is not something I want to do. I think I need to get out the, and I can just never play this unless I draw something, though, but I think I need to get out the 5/6. Like, I have to deal as much damage as possible. He's probably going to ramp next turn anyway. I'm expecting this is either Splish, Splash, or New Heights, since he kept it. Yeah, it's the New Heights. They always have a ramp. Well, now trolley problem discards trolley problem.
Stay alert, my children.
It seems like a good way to get some 3/3s down. That'll be free, so I want to do this. Actually, is it better to get one really? No, I kind of have the trolley problem. It's going to discard that, though. I guess that's fine. Down. I guess I'm going to do it like this. Yeah, it's just kind of an issue that this is... It's going to put out another taunt. Oh my gosh, dude. It's a Reno deck, by the way. And they always just draw everything. Like, how am I behind against a Reno deck? It makes no sense. I mean, none. I can actually do it and just have like a huge minion. Plus something big in hand. I don't know. I was debating that on the draw 6 again, but with my health being what it is, that was a little bit lower. It's gonna swipe. I mean, he has no cards, but it's kind of at a point where definitely want to tap here. Get out the 12/12. So next turn I can go like this, this, and that. Puts my health low, but I don't really have to worry about dying to this deck. I need to kill him before he gets 10 mana. Only has a couple cards in hand, but I mean, Ziliax, Reno, Phi, ENR.
We all exist in harmony.
Plus I can get out a Molten Giant. So if he hit Yogg, I just die. Hopefully there's no Yogg. Ziliax also kills me. It's just silly, man. Like, these Reno decks, how they have everything. I think he doesn't realize that he has lethal here. I'm sure he'll figure it out at some point. The gears are grinding. Yeah, he got there. Took a little while, but he got there. But these Reno decks, man, somehow they have everything. If he just doesn't have ramp, it's a one-of in his deck. If he doesn't have the Ziliax, if he doesn't have the that sleeping dragon, if he doesn't have the Night Elf Huntress, like, he has to have all 4 of those cards, otherwise he dies. They're all one-ofs in the deck, and he has all of them exactly when he needs them. It's just silly.
Nezoth versus Arthas.
You will know endless torment.
Your future unwinds.
Feels like every time I play against these Reno Druids, it's like the exact luckiest game of their day. It's not the greatest hand either. think I played this guy earlier. Yeah, this is not a great hand. I guess at some point these are going to be free, which is going to be good, but just no early game pressure here. That's good. So turn 3, I can drop the bomb and play this as a 5/5. Taking the damage is going to be good here as well. I mean, he'll be able to kill it like with trades and the hero power, but it's fine. Next turn I can even just go this. I think the thing to keep in mind here is the direct damage. I gotta make sure I don't go too low because he'll be able to kill me with like Corpse Sickle plus other stuff. But for now I'm just fine taking this damage. I can even just tap here. Ooh. Don't say. So this, I probably should have held on to this. If he has a Threads play, this is just like really, really bad. I may have played this poorly. So now he's going to trade. He's also setting up for a really good Razzler. So he clears the board and pushes 2, so I can go these guys. Oh, he only pushes 1. Oh no, Hearthstone, what's happened? Oof. Alright, I need to get back into Hearthstone. Go, 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 go. The dreaded Hearthstone crash. The silence in the background. The showdown in the Badlands backdrop when there's no Hearthstone. It's a total disaster. What is this? Man. I would like to get back in the game before I lose a turn, please. Please. And sometimes I've had these and like I disconnect and it just doesn't let you back in the game and it's a loss. Man, 1 mana off being able to play the Symphony here. Is this a Razzler? Not a Razzler. Ooh, that's just unlucky.
It is time to end this.
Get out of here. Take your bad RNG and go on somewhere. Hashirama. That's tough, man. Honestly, well, it's hard to say without knowing what his hand looked like, but realistically, you would think that you would hit one of those on the Infernal to be able to take that trade, but it just didn't work out. That's the way Hearthstone goes sometimes.
Nezoth versus Garrosh.
I am the Horde.
Versus Warrior.
Not your weapons, War Chief.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be keeping mass production. I usually like to try to hit like a Flame Imp or a Party Fiend to be able to play on turn 1. But also sometimes I'm like low on cards. Ooh. And I'm going to take 12... No, I'm going to take 13 damage on turn 1. I definitely want to hold back against Warrior, I think, because of brawls. Can't really afford to just play out everything. And my opponent's like already roping me. The classic control warrior play is rope the armor up on turn 2. Well, I don't have to worry about having a lot of health this game. Totem? Shield block, you say. Man, every time I play this, I feel like it draws Trolley Problem, which is a problem. It's been quite a few games since I've been able to quick draw this and play it. But yeah, I just don't have to worry about dying, man. I need to find a Molten Giant sooner rather than later. Oh, he has ramp. Gosh. So I'm gonna draw 7. 5. I mean, I could draw 6, end up overdrawing 2. But it's probably still the play. Alright, so he's playing Odin Warrior. I think there's only one gift of Garrosh, which means only the potential for 1 brawl. Take this trade first to see what I get. Alright, that's nice and free. So I can get this out of my hand.
Fragile mind.
And then I'm going to coin the Symphony here. I like it. I don't like that. I thought I might want card draw. It would have been better to get it on one of these guys, but I guess it's okay. I wanted to limit the amount of cards that I would burn if I did decide to take card draw. It's also unlucky. 2 out of 3 was a good outcome for me, but it's fine. I gotta be careful about playing.
Stand proud. You fight well.
So this is the Brawl. Can I get lucky this time? I'm pretty sure that most lists only run one of these. That is absolutely disgusting.
Let them fear you.
Worst outcome, 2 RNGs in a row. So I got the worst outcome on a 1 out of 3 twice in a row. That's a 1 in 27, by the way. Man, there is no way that I can do this. I'll hit like a Party Fiend or something. Let's lose the Spirit Bomb is fine. I do kind of need to tap. Coin's already gone. I think it's fine to tap here. Not gonna die. Spirit Bomb is fine. I'm gonna have to heal next turn. If he has like Odin. I guess Odin is 9 mana now though. If I remember right, I think they changed it from 8 to 9. And that buff really did land on the 2 worst options. Imagine if it landed on this. I have to play this next turn anyway, so it would have been a 12-12. What got buffed in here? I'm assuming that's Sanitize.
You make some noise!
Let's draw some cards. Volley problem. Man, I'm at 3. Like, I would like to play this and this, but I just can't do it because I die to, like, the hammer. I'm pretty sure he's just going to sanitize, so it doesn't do me any good to play this guy. Guess I can trade. Might even need to just go ahead and get this on the board, like, this seems like a pretty good turn 7. I'm assuming he forged the Sanitize. I probably lose my entire board here. But I'll be able to rebuild a decent board. But if he plays... When he plays Odin, which could be as early as next turn, I'm probably dead the following turn. He almost roped that, by the way.
Percussion is beneath me!
Let's sow these fine folks on Badlands up and up.
This guy likes to play slow. Like, that was an obvious play. I could see that without even knowing his hand. I knew what he was going to do to clear the board. But he really took his time making the play. What does he do here? Oh, he has a second Sanitize.
Percussion is beneath me!
Both Sanitize are gone. I really think there's only that one. There's not going to be another Brawl. Plus, I just need to pressure him. Make sure that he doesn't feel comfortable being able to play the Odin. Because the Odin, realistically, is the only way that he kills me. Just have to exhaust his removal enough to be able to finish him off. This is worthless, man. Any bad draws? Ten cards in hand and 10 mana. Draw 6. So I kind of feel like I need to play the lifesteal. If he has Odin, I just die. And even that's not enough, is it? Or is it? Maybe it is.
Fragile minds. Fragile minds.
14. Yeah, so I'm dead to the Odin. So it's pretty likely that I'm just dead here. If I'm not dead, maybe I try to destroy it. Yeah. Wait, I'm not dead. Oh, I am dead. I was right the first time. That's really wild, man. If I would have... Those 2 turns where I had the worst possible outcome 2 turns in a row, I think if just one of those goes my way, I win that game. Like if the 10-10 wins the brawl instead of the 2-2. Or if the buff had landed on one of the other minions. Oh well. That's Hearthstone, I guess.
Nazoth versus the Lich King!
Darkness comes on cold winds.
All eyes shall be opened.
Oh, I like it. Both of these will be coming down on turn 3. Guaranteed. And this is actually significantly better than tapping because you draw twice as many cards. So we're getting off to a big time start this game. Oh. That as well. Actually, I can play that this turn. So I guess I full trade here. Protect it. So he could play Dreadhound, this dies. It only leaves me with like a 4-4 on the board. And that Mining Casualties is so good. Dreadhound's a good card too. These early game Death Knight cards are just really, really strong. Next turn, but it's not going to deal damage. Same turn. Still a good start though. Just keep pushing damage face. No location. Oh, he's playing the blood version. That's slightly unfortunate. Man, that's tough, man. Go ahead and get this on the board. Man, this is one of those games, like, the start was so good. And my opponents just had, like, every answer. Like, even this. Lifesteal, he gets to trade. I don't know, this might have been a little bit too ambitious to put this out, but I'd really like to be able to set up lethal.
I found a sea urchin.
Oh, Death Strike. Oh my gosh, this isn't even the good version of the deck, man. Like, they nerfed this card and he just left it in there. It's fine. I'm a little salty, but it's fine. I need to kill that. What's he doing on 8? He's had everything, so I'm assuming that means he's gonna have the, I assume that means that he's gonna have the, promise, be able to absorb this. I don't think I need to trade here. He's not doing 5 damage. But if he plays the promise and hits this, I probably just concede out of the game. Volley problem. Does that help? Right, sleep 1. Trolley problem. It's at 19. That happens. That happens.
Insignificant.
That happens. I guess that's it. I guess either Primus or Yogg here. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. So, Threads of Despair, Corpse Explosion. He's got a lot of ways to be able to clear this board. There's the Yogg. Of course, the Yogg doesn't shoot him in the face for 3, because that would just be too easy. So what do I even have here? Like, Popgar doesn't kill him. It's just Symphony. Top guard doesn't kill him because of all this trash in the front. Ugh. Dude. What?
The multitudes cry out.
No, I'm exactly dead on board. Ugh. Come on, game. Hearthstone is being mean to me. As usual, though, I guess I can't complain too much. It's just the way it goes.
Nazoth versus Sai! I'm cold as ice.
All eyes shall be open.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna keep it. So I can do like this on 1, and then coin these guys on 2. Hopefully there's going to be a minion out here that I can hit with the Spirit Bomb. Otherwise I'll just drop this, save the coin, and then I've got these on 3. I need to draw some cards, though.
We hunger for vengeance.
Well, that's unfortunate. Ooh, that's good, though. This little top deck.
Really?
And I really don't want to play this, but it may just be the best play next turn. Seen that before. Good. Can I afford to even play a rook? I go down to 7, 5. There's plagues and direct damage. I don't even think I can afford to play a rook. Probably problem works though. Ideally, I would like to be able to play Symphony next turn, but I might have to just heal up. Symphony's... oh, man.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
There's 5 plagues in the deck now. If I Symphony, I have to trade here. A little bit afraid of dying. I don't want to play this because of threads. This card is just really bad against Threads of Despair. Probably just a dead card in my hand for the rest of the game. Also, I'd like to be able to draw cards so that I can hit the Molten Giants, but there's so many plagues in the deck. So with 5 plagues in the deck, it's a real balancing act to make sure that I don't die. Symphony's potentially just lethal here. Multiple outs for lethal. Nice. I like it. Ah, it's like Firefox is not weirded out anymore. Man, is it just me, or is this thing like a little bit buggy? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. So I've had 2 different versions of Painlock. And the only change that I made was... Originally I had 1 Rook, 1 Gem Tosser, and I cut the Gem Tosser for another Rook. And I haven't regretted it for a single game. But anyway, my... I think I said Firefox. What am I talking about? Firestone. I just combined the decks. So this is the actual stats. Like, Painlock has been really good for me. As far as being able to climb. And what do my eyes see but shenanigans right in my face, man. What they've done to the rogue class is rough. Hey, Jeremy. Nice to see you. Glad you could stop by. All the best for your climb. You got this. Thanks, man. Rogue. I'm going in. If he plays a minion, like that thing that generates a coin, I just bomb it and then play the 3/4/4. This also works. Hopefully there's not like a backstab or something. I'd love to be able to get this damage face. Nice. Yeah, the climb's been going pretty good. Well, the climb's been going, like, smooth when I've been playing Painlock. Well, we got ourselves a top decker. Hopefully I'm not just dead, like, super low here. Without having the Infernal in hand, and I don't have Molten Giants. I'm taking my chances here, but... I feel like the other options are just slow.
Turn down that rocket.
Try to lock him out for a turn.
Shiny, my shiny.
Can't really play these because my health is so low. Until after I'm able to heal back up. So I'm really looking for like a Popgar or Infernal. Molten Giant. So he kind of has to kill me next turn. Alright, so either he kills me, or I kill him, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's an in-between here.
Let the Badlands burn.
Am I dead? Come on, game. I guess old manager. You can't be serious, man. That's unfortunate. Okay, I think that is going to do it for the stream for today. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely appreciate it. Always enjoy people stopping by and being able to talk to you. I am going to do my best to be live tomorrow as well. Finish off this legend climb, and then we will go from there and see what we can get into. Thanks again. I'm Uncorrupt. Good luck out on the ladder.